At one time, it was easier to be healthy than it is now. There weren't the drugs and the problems around. In the old days, farmers used to grow things organically. They used compost, they used manure, they used crushed rock and minerals to remineralise the soil. And so people in my age group, which is in the 80s, grew up in that environment. And so chemicals weren't used then, basically. Well, conventional medicine really hasn't got the answer to chronic illness. And the only way you'll help chronic illness really is by changing your lifestyle. Well, doctors don't really get interested in health, generally. I mean, there are some that do. It's only since the Second World War has the chemical revolution taken place. My mother died at the age of 55 with a coronary and high blood pressure, and the doctors couldn't help her, so she looked around and found a little Science of Life book. So I was an engineer at the time, and I got interested. This was about 1950, and from there I started studying natural therapies. Well, as I say, you have to understand the way things are growing. It's impossible for conventional food to be healthy. So illness, from a physical point of view, is really a balance between substandard nutrition and poisoned food.
Yeah.
Well, I got sick.
Right.
And changing, I got healthy. So it just seemed reasonable to continue.
So you've been into organic foods for how long?
Well, not so much organics in the early days because they weren't around. But since pollution and chemicals and current methods of agriculture have been around, we've been into organics. Well, basically the soil is fertilised with soluble elements to make the plant and the tree grow, and then that unbalances the plant and makes it unhealthy, even though it grows all right. And then to stop the pest removing it, they spray it with poisons. And our immune systems aren't geared to tolerate this. Conventional medicine really only treats symptoms. Natural therapy tries to treat the cause. Well, I think tap water needs to be filtered. You need to remove the chlorine, which is the second most active element on Earth, and it attaches itself to digestive enzymes and so on, as far as I understand it.
Yep.
Eat organics, exercise, and learn about the power of thought and how thought and the way you think influences your health. And there's plenty of information about that. Well, I recommend they change their diet first and eat organics, because organics contains more nutrition. Well, everyone needs to change their lifestyle. And so looking good TV should help that. Television's the medium of today for promotion.